trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, but now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Quan Alexander. And into the end zone, a pick six for the touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they...
Robert Woods, touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7. Kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
He finds Coleman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football, and the Rams have got it back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
At the 42-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5.
Here's a give to Brown. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, it's Brown. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Eric Armstead.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to get this drive underway. And they got across the 50 last time. Memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only short-term memory, but a whole lot better. Their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's good. For
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Van Jefferson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A pickup of 5 yards. First down, L.A. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Rams 14, 49ers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
No gain on the
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They hand it off to Mostert. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Mostert.
The 34-yard line.
There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Simba Webster on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
56 to Mark, 56. Check 56.
From the 38, Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Goff's pass.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Connection made here. Goff to Higbee. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Flushed out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Goff. Complete. Jefferson to target. Touchdown, L.A.
Goff.
Van Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. 49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. One, Omaha. Shoot.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler Jalen Ramsey. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right,
and that's caught inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Simba Webster on the return. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
That's the score, Rams 28, 49ers 21.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Wait.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6.
Makes
The point after is good. And the lead now up to 14.
21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
36-yard line.
Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Goff on first down. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
In the yard at the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
In the backfield by himself is Brown, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Rams 42, 49ers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Gun. Right here, guys. Mike 51.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Sam Sloman for the extra point.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Tigers take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 77 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer.
His kick is good.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
First and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
44-yard line. A gain of 4.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
To number 17.
Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
The extra point.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Rams 56, 49ers 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. John Johnson with the INT, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Jakeem.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
1st down, Rams.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Cam Akers.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At the 48-yard line.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Right back to Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Hey, let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there, 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
36.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
26. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Throwing now, Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Second and 10.
To second and 10.
They give it to Brown. And some room to work. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Guys, game situation. Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Garoppolo on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Mike, check.